Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. In today's episode, it is 5:20 p.m. Haha, that's the number. How you doing? How's it going? I'm not doing too bad today. I think it's Saturday. Feels like a Saturday. It's snowing, and that's about it. It's pretty early in my day. I had my coffee. I played a few games of TFT, and I was like, you know what? I should play Monster Train. So here I am playing Monster Train. I was gonna make food, but then instead of making food, I was like, I was like, making food's gonna be work. So I don't feel like doing that right now. I'm probably gonna make some breakfast burritos for dinner. But first I'm gonna play Monster Train. How you doing? How's it going though? Hope you're hanging in there. Uh yeah, I don't have anything to tell you. I should have a video about Stone Shard up pretty soon. I've uploaded it, I've made the thumbnail, I just gotta post it. So that'll probably go up later today, actually. And no, I got nothing else for you. Gonna be a pretty short intro, is what I tend to say before making the intro as long as possible. Oh dear. Oh no. Hey, it's me again. I'm playing Hidden Passage strats, I guess. Hello, we go through phases on the channel. It looks like we're going through the phase of playing Super Stack Ascend strats. Because that's what I'm looking at here. Like, I gotta take my hoodie off. I'm actually pretty warm. So let me ask you today's question, shall I? So it's snowing, and it's very cold, and it is, as a result, hat season. You can't see it, but I just picked up my beanie that I wear in the winter time. It's sitting on my desk because I'm actually kind of warm right now. But do you wear hats? Any kind? I, throughout all of high school, was never a hat person. All the way up to probably I would have been 20. I started my pizza delivery job, and when I was doing pizza delivery, you had to wear a hat. And so I was kind of just forced into being a hat person as a result. But up until then, I never wore hats. But after I had to wear the ball cap that had Papa John's on it, I was like, hey, it's not so bad. And then I got the beanie one Christmas. They gave all the workers beanies, and I became a beanie wearer. I have become a bit of a beanie enjoyer, as you may or may not be yourself. It's nice though. It's warm. I've always been like a dress light in the winter type. I just wear a hoodie, and it's not some. In high school, it was definitely some sort of flex, where it was a weird thing of like, oh yeah, I don't need to wear winter clothes. I'm a man. But now I just do it because the cold doesn't bother me that much. I also don't like wearing multiple layers that much. But yeah, that's today's question. You a hat person? What kind of hat? Also, I've thought about getting into, like, you know what would be cool? I kind of want to wear a fedora, but like I want to reclaim it. You know what I'm saying? Need to take it back. It's not fair what the 2010s did to the fedora and the perception. It's not fair. Alright, let's play Monster Train. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Today is Stygian Exile, Hellhorned, it's Double-Barreled Daedalus, Cursefell, Patient Seraph, Mollusk Mage, Hidden Passage, Titan's Tooth. Hello, I'm gonna play Hidden Passage and I'm gonna make a big encamp for. Let's see if I stick to that plan. Totem Fragment, usually good. Probably good here. Lightstone Casing is also good, but Totem Fragment is, and I don't really talk about it or think about it in this way, but it is like a top 5 relic, I feel. 2 spell weakness to enemies is crazy. It's so good. I used to be all in handheld totem every time. I'm a Chillwind player now. I am. I know, it's crazy. I'm going to pick Chillwind here. And we're going to take it easy. Chillwind is good in the early game. You don't get to click on Spike's Trials, but it's good. It wins bosses, and it's probably your lowest damage taken path. You want to play a lower floor to let the Frostbite percolate. And we know exactly what's coming up here. By also playing like this, I should guarantee a Collector. A little Mollusk Mage action. I would like to save Mollusk Mage, and I can do so by placing Train Steward here And Train Steward here, the boss is only 5 damage. So by placing Train Steward, taking 5 here doesn't matter, basically. And now I got the double Mollusk Mage action ready to go. I can just play Titan's Tooth, and that's the W. Alright. You see, look at that. Tethys, nuts. How good is Frostbite Tethys? That's not today's video title. If today's video is titled How Good is Frostbite Tethys, please dislike this video. And then comment, shut the fuck up, loser, I'm done with this shit. I'll do that too, I'll comment that as well. I kind of want to pick up Energy Siphon here. 3 spell weakness. A little bit better than 2. Alternatively, you just take Flash Freeze. This is not what I want to see here. I wanted to see Crystallis. Or at least Titan's Gratitude. I'll click Energy Siphon, it's free. I'll click Hornbreak, although Extreme Stone Vent is really good too. I think Hornbreak is better because it says Piercing on it, and I can Extreme Stone that, and that becomes, with Spell Weakness 2, that's like 210, something around there. I don't want Hellhorned units on this run. I want Stygian units. I know I'm gonna go no Steel Shops as a result up until Talos, or Daedalus, but it'll be fine. We're gonna make stronger spells. Nameless Siren is not the unit I want. I want Siren of the Sea. Nameless Siren is not gonna live, so I'm gonna play Hot Shark here, because Hot Shark's always good. And we'll do a +10 on Frozen Lance, and we'll do a -1 on Hidden Passage. Why Hidden Passage? Easy question to answer. That's because I might pivot to Conduit if it gets shown, so I don't want to make Frozen Lances 0 yet. I think I leave this. I was thinking about rolling it for another -1 +10, but if it's a +20 consume, I'm not happy. I will pay a 10 pack shards for 100 gold, and we'll head on. Yeah, we're looking for things like Extreme Stone, Mark of Invasion. It will hurt me. And it's High Priest. Yeah, I better not. If it was a different boss, I might take this trial. But Mark of Invasion will absolutely body me against High Priest, because Tethys is just dead. Tethys is dead and gone. So we're going to want to minimize damage taken by Mr. Shark. I took... what did I take? I took Hornbreak, yeah. So you want to play Queen's Impling. And by playing Queen's Impling, you have to play Hidden Passage, Catch Collector, and then I want to play Frozen Lance. I just want to make sure the 7x2 doesn't hit me. But I like saving 3 there is maybe wrong. But I drew Titan's Tooth, so it's okay. Good job, Titan's Tooth. Very cool. Now, it would have been very good if I could have had a way to kill the Conduit here and stop the haste, but alas, it was not to be. I have a full health Hot Shark, though, which is all part of the plan. You want the 1/1 to live, because it does damage to the shark to get more frostbite scaling. We play Mollusk Mage first. And that's not too bad. Like, it's a bad first fight, right? You can't do anything about it. I'm gonna take 12, yeah. There's not much you can do about it. It's a risk I took by skipping the first Steel Shop there. And I'd do it again. Because I don't want to play Hellhorned units. I'd rather have Hot Shark. Crystallis is the play here. Oh my god. Inflame Impressive. I might take Impressive here. There's also Welder Helper, right? And I think I need to pick Welder Helper to have a chance of surviving Daedalus, but man, that would be pretty good. Impressive is a decent nuke. Oh god, this isn't great. So I want to go see the Magic Shop. I have to think about this run from the perspective of surviving Daedalus right now. I think the best thing to do is take Pyre Health, because Hellvent's really good if there's an Extreme Stone. If there's an Extreme Stone, I take it, and I make a second Hornbreak, and I kill Daedalus off of that. But if there isn't, I feel not so good. So I'm gonna go right and take the extra health. Make Crystallis cost 1 less. There is an Extreme Stone. I'm going to... I can only afford to go to 25 here, and 25 might be pushing it. But it is good. It is good to have this card. If there's a time... Maybe there's a times 5. If you want to be, like, super brain here, you freeze this. I should take plus 20 consume. And then let's go look at the cavern. Hopefully the cavern isn't worthless. Ember Stasis will help us live. So will Cold Stones, though. I have to take 3 curses, but this gives me a lot of healing. Give me Cold Stones here. I'm gonna try it. It's like I can beat Daedalus by doing this now, right? I feel like if I freeze Hornbreak, we talked about it, Extreme Stone Hornbreak in combo with Totem Fragment and the Energy Siphon, we should stack up enough spell weakness to blow Daedalus away. He should take, like, we'll probably get about, we should get 3, which will do, was it? It's 70 times 3 or 70 times 4, so it's 280. And there'll be some frostbite on him as well. So I think we'll live, but it's not a great position that I've put myself in. I played super greedily in the early game here with a weak champion, and if I die for it, it's my fault, right? This is me pushing the boundaries of greed, because if we live this fight, we're very happy. We're very well off. Big if. Think you just get this down right now. Does 140. I have a lot of ways to pick off 5-1s. I just don't have the energy I need to play this fight out, it feels like. But that's okay. Hey, that unit... By the way, you want to see the biggest problem with Tethys here? This unit kills my champion. That's a problem. I'm gonna ascend one of these guys. We take 3 damage on the shark to get... actually, yeah, no, that's a big mistake. I forgot that the shark doesn't actually kill it first. I was thinking I would get frostbite, but no, shark does 0. That's a mistake. 35, 35. So we gotta play... I have to play Mollusk Mage Crystallis Lance here, right? Take 1 from the Cold Stone, but I can't let Tethys die. Tethys has to live. I already made my 1 major mistake for this fight. Take 10, but we get 10 Frostbite and we wipe out the upcoming wave, which is really good. This is looking like... 100% this is an energy fight currently. I'm going to need to take energy here. Frozen Lance with Consume. The shark will live, which is good. If Tethys even gets 1 frostbite, I think we live this fight. Vengeful Shard finally. We also took Welder Helper for this position to be a little bit less dreadful. I think we should live. Play Energy Siphon. You play Mollusk Mage. These should be in front of Tethys, by the way. I fucked up. This Welder Helper should be in front of Tethys. I think it's good enough. And just like that, my unbelievable greed is not punished. I didn't even need to take the Cold Stones, but that's okay. I did a lot of greeding here. This is maybe the greediest early game I've played in recent memory, but we take the W nonetheless. Give me Alloy, you give me Apex Imp. Sorry, I'm gonna be sick. Okay, so here's the deal, right? You know, I know, we both know, right? If you know and I know, Apex Imp, right? It's like that's the win, 100%, 1000%. It's on. We have Welder Helper. We have just clicked Alloy of the Ancients. If I click this unit, I win the run. So instead of doing that, Especially since I'm on a 0 streak. Instead of doing this, I'm gonna go ahead and press skip, because I'm not playing that unit today. You know what I should have taken there? I should have taken Demon Fiend. That would have been cool. Let's take energy. This is gonna be an energy draw. My next 2 removals go to removing 2 of the 3 cold stones. Or 2 of the 3 vengeful shards from cold stones, so I have 1, which is just a persistent healing card. Endless 5, 10, 25. Really good to see. Ah, gross. Yeah. Okay. Huh. So my run is doomed, basically. We click the Siren. You have to click the Siren here. You don't have a choice. I would have liked... Maybe you could click the Shark? I don't think you could click the Shark, but maybe you could play 3 endless plus 25 Sharks with a Self-Infuse. I should have done that. That would have been really fun. What's in the temple? Value Stone plus 15 Purge? Okay. Conduit here. I think Conduit here. Like, if I could play a world where Tethys wasn't dead, I could probably have done 3 Sharks, but I don't know, maybe you could play 3 Sharks on the sweep floor? Wait, that's a lot. It's 18 Frostbite. The problem is he purges Frostbite, of course, but what can you do? Not gonna take any pack shards here. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put Endless plus 25 on the Shark. Endless plus 25 on the Shark. I don't have the money for a reroll and buy multi-strike, but I need to find Incant Armor too. Yeah, okay, we don't find anything. Can I do something weird on this run? I feel like I've already done enough weird stuff on this run, but... Alright, I'll save it, I'll save it. I got a fun idea for you, though. This unit's really bad without some... I guess I have armor from Hellhorn. Yeah, I feel like I need to do something like this, but I don't need to yet. There's still time. But right now, the Shark... Basically, the Shark's gonna carry us through the mid-game pretty confidently. Pretty comfortably. I want this money, so I'll take the Spell Shield too. It's probably bad, but I want this money. I have a piercing spell. I have ways to deal with it. We're gonna play bottom floor with everything as well. Let's do something like this as well. Drop him to 15. He's only gonna hit me for 8 in the worst case, which is not a health amount that I'm worried about losing. Dies to Frostbite. Yeah, I don't care about this Light Harnesser. You do 5. A tough one. If you play Lance, bottom floor. I think I need to stop this Light Harnesser. I don't play the Nameless Siren. Maybe I play the Nameless Siren. Let's play the Nameless Siren. Talk myself into it. She's not gonna do a lot, but that's okay. She'll get there. I missed the Collector, but I'm missing the Collector because I took this Spell Shield, right? That's the only reason. If I didn't take the Spell Shield, I'd be able to grab Collector there. But alas. Not to be. How do you want to go about this? You want to go... Oh, this kills. This kills. I want to keep a Mollusk Mage alive on this floor, potentially. So... That kills. The health I'm going to lose here is fine, right? I'm basically trading Pyre health for money. And that's an okay trade in this position because I have Weathered Cold Stones, right? I have a lot of healing. So you guys are going to do 16. I set this Frostbite here and then I don't take much from the next wave, yeah? Yeah. You're going to hit me for... Oh no, they do 22. So this is 11, this is 22. But it's all health that I'm okay with losing. It's all okay to lose. I should also draw... the Energy Siphon here. Should draw something for this, potentially. I should draw Hornbreak, basically. At some point. But I did not draw it here. These guys are dead. So I guess we just take the heal and the rage. Yeah. actually pretty good to not draw Hornbreak, because that means I get the Hornbreak boss. Just decent value. Oh, or not. But my Frostbite Tethys still wins the day. I didn't think about this. I actually just assumed that this boss was going to beat me. Or beat this 4 and then die over the next few turns. I should have killed the wave before. But we traded 26 HP for 150 gold, which I'm happy to do because we have Fel's Remorse. Or not Fel's Remorse, sorry. Weathered Coldstones. Puddle Hex Preserve Guardian's Amulet. I'm not interested in these cards. The end. Yeah, the end. I was thinking about Guardian's Amulet a little more. You could use it for something, but I don't think it makes much sense here. Branding right, I'm interested in this card, yes. When we look back at this run in the post-mortem, I can just say Apex Imp and we can move on. But we're not in the post-mortem yet, I'm still fighting. We got 2 temples. We could also just see Inferno still, right? And then you hold over Value Stone Inferno, takes this run straight to the bank. I need to see removals at some point, but is it here? It's here. It's here. I need to go left because we have double steel shops. I want to go to this steel shop, probably this magic shop, and then the duplicate. Yeah. No, I need to duplicate self-infused shark. I guess I can do that here, and it's okay. Yeah, okay, let's go left. I'm gonna remove 1 Vengeful Shard, and I'm gonna remove 1 Train Steward. Excuse the barks. Dogs have found something to bark at. Probably nothing. Maybe the air, as they like to do. Nothing I want here. I can reroll and afford most relics. Multiloader's bad. Boon of the Blacksmith doesn't do anything. Really disappointing trinket shop, but that's no surprise. Alright, you ready? Here's the master plan. You ready for this? Here's where we get wild with it. You infuse the Mollusk Mage into the Nameless Siren. Uh-huh. Yeah. That's where we're going with this one. I'm willing to go up a little more. We're all in on these damage spells, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab a Crystallis. Plus 10 piercing. I'm also gonna spend 60 to remove 1 more Train Steward. This run will be a bit of a robbery if we win it. 100%. This run will be a bit of a shocker. This is not a trial I'm willing to take. At 60 pack shards, I'm not ready to give 15 armor to Harvesters of Death. You give first turn infusion and you just eat shit. I'm not ready for that. What I am ready for is Titan's Tooth. That card's really good. I've been maybe underrating Titan's Tooth. The card's surprisingly good. Maybe not surprisingly good, but it's good. This run needs Light's Gift. And then it needs an answer to Patient Seraph. That's what we're looking at here. But Frozen Lance is doing 26. So we have that. These are positive, right? Yeah, it's not positive to play 2 Queen's Implings. Maybe heal more on the second Queen's Impling play. This seems strange to me. I don't know. This isn't a great turn. No, don't need an expert to tell you that this is not a great looking turn. This Nameless Siren is pretty fucking bad, too. I don't have the numbers to stop her from being bad. What you want to do here is you want to play Hidden Passage, because this unit's always going to go up. So you just eat the 5, and then stop the heal. And you stop the Harvest trigger, so I only take 1 hit there instead of 2. Dude, these draws are terrible. Maybe my deck just isn't very good, but that doesn't sound right. I took every possible good card. How could this deck perform poorly? I'm okay with what I just did there, by the way, because this Harvest Man is going to die. All of my damage spells are about to roll up on him. Like this. Oh, Oh, it would have been really funny if I just snap played that and killed my Siren, though, wouldn't it? That would have been hilarious. Ooh. Alright. That's good. That's good, game. That's very good. Sweet Boss might just clean the floor with me. Maybe I should have held off. I should have held off on slamming that card. Yeah, that's my bad. Absolutely, I should have held off on the horn break. I'll replay. I fucked this up. That's my bad. I shouldn't have... I mean, I might just get wiped to here and move on to the next one. But, you know. Give it our best shot, nonetheless. This unit is terrible, though. This Nameless Siren is fucking awful. I don't know why the hell anyone would play this. But here we are. The real problem, though, is the 5-draw plus no removals. 29 card deck with a ton of worthless garbage in it that I needed to get rid of. We still have 5 Queen Zimplings, we still have all the Train Stewards, like, everything's bad in this deck right now. Oh, he healed more because he had health to heal. I see. Because, like, he lost his armor and then he got healed as a result. I get you. Yeah, I guess. I'm playing it out basically the same, but I have to think about the coming turn. But like these super frozen lances are working. I just need to not. I'm getting robbed actually by Sweet Boss. Not a surprise, I suppose. Tethys gets robbed by Sweet Boss more at 11. Right, so we need to wait on the Horn Break because this card does a lot of damage and I forgot that that was my entire win condition. Okay, let's put the shark on the top floor here. Forgot that my whole win condition was this card plus all the freaking... Why did he heal us now? There you go. I think I'm dead. But he doesn't do a lot of damage and he'll have some frostbite, but yeah. In a bizarre twist of fate, if I didn't have the bonus magic power, I could have done it. I mean, I could have played Ally on Tethys and thought about it from that angle, right? I should have played Ally on Tethys, but he might be dead. Close. I know what you're thinking, go back, play it with the Ally on Tethys. You're right, I should do that, but that's only gonna buy me like 20 more. I mean, it's a lot, but also, I'm just gonna get out of that horrible run. Just absolutely terrible run. Fucking god-awful. That same run, though, but with default Hellhorned, I actually think is pretty good. However, my game plan fell short because I saw a total of 4 unit drafts and I skipped the winning one. When you see so few unit drafts, you're usually only going to get shown 1 or 2 winning lines. And I mean, there was a winning line there probably, but God. Ugh. I actually think that the best play there was to not even take the Nameless Siren and to do a second Shark. Because, like, man, that unit was worthless. Alright. Pushback Towels, Rage Fell, Sap Seraph, Crypt Builder Fortify, Crystalline Seeds. I like this opener a little more. Lightstone Casing, sure. Chillwind. I'm a little less interested in Chillwind after that performance, but you know. At the end of the day, you gotta do some weird finagling to get out of that one. Ooh, buddy. I have 2 Crypt Builders. It'll be fine. I need to see unit drafts. I wanna see, like... I want to see Siren of the Sea. That's it. I just want to see Siren of the Sea. Play low floor, let the Frostbite act. You know the drill. Oh, got him. And then I need to play another one. Yeah, here. We double fortified Tethys. Yeah, if I remember Tethys, we might have snuck out of that fight. We might have. Been having a lot of these episodes though where I just lose. And it's entirely because I'm trying a bunch of new dumb ideas, right? Like that idea wasn't good. But it's episode like 250. I want to play some new shit. I don't want to play Apex him for the 100th time because he's boring. It's a boring unit. I want to play some crazy stuff. Let's play Energy Siphon. Let's play probably Fledgling, although we could click Hidden Passage and then just super stack a floor. This is the run where I just try to win. I take whatever the best idea is for winning. What's the best idea for winning here? I think it's Hidden Passage. Yeah. I don't like this game. I hate this unit. Fine. Fine. It's fine. I'll play it. Sure, Monster Train, I'll play it. I say, oh yeah. Oh, I say, hey, I'm gonna take the line that wins. Oh, geez. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Apex Imp, Steelworker, Hidden Passage. Here we go. Give me... I feel like it's Scorched Steel. If I want to take the line that's the most winning, because the thing about it is, what's the best card I could see in this position right now? It's Alloy of the Ancients. What's the second best card I could see in this position? No, it's not Inflame. Don't type that. It's Branding Right. You know what Capricious Reflection does to Branding Right? It kills it in like 2 of 4 outcomes. Because double stack and -1 are good, +10 and +20 are bad. I'm gonna click on Scorched Steel. It's just fine. I'll wait for Quick. And let's go. Freaking guy says, oh, I'll take the line that wins, and they show me goddamn Apex Imp Steelworker multi-strike Monster Train. What's in the next ring? It's a Steel Shop? I should click this trial. It's fine. What did I just notice there? This fight is called the Fire Absorbers. Is the implication that incant enemies are incanting because they're drawing power from the pyre? Is that what they're saying? And it's like the pyre is using its energy to give us incants? I think that's what they're saying there. This is kind of neat. How did I ascend that? I don't know. Anyway, in this run, what I'm planning on doing here, this is going to be a pretty wild idea, but I'm planning on playing Apex Imp with multi-strike Quick, infused with Steelworker, and I'm going to duplicate that unit as many times as the game will allow me, and I'm going to play Intrinsic Holdover Hidden Passage. A bold strategy, I'm aware, but someone has to do the crazy out there ideas, and I guess it's gonna be me. Pardon me, as the Backstreet Boys would say, it's gonna be May. Never actually heard that song. I should listen to it. Should hear when that guy says it's gonna be May. Give me Vent here. Why Vent, you're wondering? So I already have Hidden Passage. In the Intrinsic Holdover line, I don't need a second one. In the non-Intrinsic Holdover line, I just play 3 Apex Imps. Welder Helper in the Intrinsic Holdover line, I don't have any space, and in the non-Intrinsic Holdover line, I don't have any space. Vent, good card. +10 piercing, +30, clears some backline, gives the Apex Imps a little breathing room. Seems good. You gonna just show me Quick first try? Endless. Oh my god, game's making me click a reroll. Oh my god, another multi-strike. I'd rather play Incant Armor 2 here. It's pretty ridiculous as well. No Quick, but it's fine. We do the infusion first, in case it's duplicate at the Helven. What was this? I think it was Purge Stone. Yeah, it was Purge Stone. You got 5x5 for me? Oh, it's Wingmaker. This is good. And did I miss a duplicate? No, I didn't. So we duplicate here, I will miss like every magic shop. I'll get to see one if I want to. I mean, we'll just take space, yeah? We'll just take space, and then we can do 3 Apex Imps with no problem. And I remove all the other imps, and yeah, you know. You know where it's going. I feel like this game has shown me so many Apex Imps. Now, to be honest with you, I'm a little thankful that it's Apex Imp because, God, oh, if it was fucking... I'm grateful to Monster Train that they're not showing me, what's his name? Morsel Maid so much. You know what unit I don't want to play? Fucking Morsel Maid. I don't want to play Morsel Maid. Monster Train. That unit is a pain. That's like a 1-hour run of watching animations while I bullshit. Although runs like these, they're good for my building the repertoire, not the repertoire, the repartee between yourself and I, because we got time, but there's not a whole lot of commentary that you need from this position. I'm sure that at this point in your Monster Train watching career, you have a pretty good feeling of what's going on. And if not, hey, welcome. Hope you're enjoying the game. If you're reasonably new, I know a lot of people picked it up when they did a Switch port for this recently, didn't they? I feel like they did. Hope you've been enjoying Monster Train. Thanks for checking out the content. It's a good game. Like, is it one of the best games in recent memory? I feel like, I mean, it's the deck builder game that made a splash. There's been a lot of deck builders that have been hitting recently that I feel like didn't land as well as I expected. The big one was Griftlands. I thought Griftlands was gonna be a smash, and then Griftlands came out and it wasn't, and I was very shocked. I'll click Spike here because it's an X cost, so it's free incant or it's Rage Armor. I don't want to play Siren Song. I don't want to play the other one. What was the other one? It was Gifts for a Guard. I don't have enough spells for gifts. Not too interested. We did the math on Guard of the Unnamed, and when you play 3 Apex Imps, it's actually better to play Steelworker, right? Because this is 15 armor to 3 units, so if you play 3 Apex Imps, you don't want to play the Armor Shark because you have to play 7 or 8 spells to equal the armor gain in a turn, which is kind of crazy when I really started thinking about it. I'm gonna take space. This is a space draw run. 3 Apex Imps is probably gonna handle biz. But I realized that I should start looking, or I should start branching out and not just stay in the roguelike deck builder genre when Griftlands released, because I thought that game was gonna be killer. I thought that game was gonna be really, really good. And I mean, it was fine. This pick doesn't matter. Pick Conduit for the short life cycle where it's useful. And no intrinsic. Could play Spell Chain. I have to, what, I have one more duplicate. I'm at 70 effectively. Yeah, I don't want to take anything from this temple. Spell Chain doesn't sound that good. Purge Stone doesn't purge imps, so I'm okay. It's fine. But yeah, I saw Griftlands releasing and I was like, I filled out a survey right before, like a Twitch survey right before Griftlands released, and it was like, hey, do you expect your channel to grow significantly, grow slightly, stay the same, shrink slightly, or shrink significantly in the next month or two? And I was like, I think it's gonna grow significantly, was my response to that poll. And they said, okay, can you tell us why you feel that way? And I was like, yo, Griftlands, baby. And yeah, the game just, it didn't hit for me. I didn't take to it, and it also, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good for Twitch streaming. That was the big problem with it. Like, the game was good, and the game is good, but I don't think it's a game that you want to stream. I don't think it's a game you really want to watch that much, because it's just a lot of dialogue, especially starting out. So I think it's a good game, don't get me wrong. I just don't think it's a stream game. But Monster Train, very good game. I think Monster Train was the last, like, extremely good deck builder to come out. Maybe someone will make another one, but you never know. I should make some Darkest Dungeon too. I should play that. I haven't been streaming it, so I have no excuse. I just haven't been in the mood for it. I'm kind of waiting at this point for the game to release its next big, like, content patch, which I think will be happening soon. It's on hiatus until then for me because it's kind of frustrating right now on the current patch. I should play one run for you on YouTube on the current patch, but the game's a little frustrating. Frenzied Swarm is the best card here. You want to take a 1-cost. So in this position, just so we can talk about the actual run for a moment, these Apex Imps will single-handedly win this run. I barely have to do anything. If they had Quick, I would have to do nothing but play them. I have to do some things, so we want to make sure that they have survivability and don't start getting sniped. This card helps, and it's a 1 energy spell. Inflame. Anyway. Yeah. I still feel like we're completely fine. This could also be an intrinsic... It doesn't need to be intrinsic holdover, it needs to be intrinsic permafrost. Spike of the Stygian's also pretty good here. Just another defensive spell that's free. Or 1. That's all I'm looking for, because we want to trigger Incant now as well. Where is he? There he is. Pathos now goes in the garbage bin. I'm going to take 215, so I don't want to take the 10. And I don't want to take Aggressive Amulet. Yeah, if I get Holdover, I put it on Frenzied Swarm, and then the run really is over. Holdover Intrinsic goes to Frenzied Swarm now. This is fine. But yeah, overall, I think Monster Train is a good game. I think is where I was in that tangent before I was so rudely interrupted by decision making. And Griftlands, it was a good game, don't get me wrong, but not a good game for content. Although I think it doesn't do too bad as a YouTube version of it, like a YouTube game, it's not too bad. There were a few other ones that I played recently, right? I played Banners of Ruin, which was pretty good, but not a long-term game for me. Fun though, the game was pretty fun. I feel like it had some problems. It's weird because a lot of games have been popping out, and I play them and I'm like, hey, this is cool, but it's just not quite right. And I felt that way about almost every game that tried to be Slay the Spire until Monster Train. Monster Train got it right. It's different enough from Slay the Spire while also being a deck builder, right? It has similarities, so I can say to someone who likes Slay the Spire, hey, check this game out, it's pretty good, while also being different enough to say, but it's not Slay the Spire. The comparisons are all very surface level with Slay the Spire, Monster Train. Yeah, Unnamed Tome. You could take Guardian's Amulet, but it's expensive. We want cheap cards as well, because cheap cards are defensive in nature. March of Shields, 1 energy, armor, good. Hef, no thank you. One day I'll play a run where we build around Hef, but I feel like it's weird to do. I want to go look for Railhammer. Like, you really want to go... You can go left and look at the removals, but I have 700 gold and there's a trinket shop here, and if you show me Railhammer, the run is just, like, absurd. Firestone Housing is fine. I can click that. No Railhammer, but I'll pay 150 to remove 2 Train Stewards here. This is a deck that doesn't need to tighten down for any reason, like I'm 31 cards here, but I don't need to lower my numbers that much. How can I break the game today? Last time with Nexus Spike we had... we had Burnout on enemies? I think I'd take a pretty boring card here in March of Shields plus Fortify. 2 energy, 15 armor. By the way, if you're wondering, if you're sitting here and you're going, man, this guy's like, this Apex Imp unit seems pretty strong, huh? What would you do? If you're wondering what would you do, easy question to answer. What would I do to Apex Imp? I would flip his effect, and the unit would be fine. Oh, now I have to take 10, 10, 10, by the way, so I should have taken the money. Oh well. But you flip his effect. Instead of armor gain rage, you go rage gain armor. The unit is still very good, but not at... You don't just put Steelworker on him and win the game for free, right? You play like a fledgling imp that rage scales him and you get a bunch of free armor. And that's really good. That's still extremely good, don't get me wrong. But it's not this. And that's the big point, isn't it? But it's not this. It's because you can... I think it's because of things like Steelworker. It's also just the armor cards give... Armor 10 is not a lot of armor, right? Armor 10 is not that much armor, but Rage 10 is a lot of rage. And so there's a disconnect there. And I think you just have to switch the... You have to switch the pipeline, and then it's fine, right? Like, Incant Armor 2 is not something that, like, wins you the game. Incant Rage 2 is... That's Nameless Siren. But it's Nameless Siren as a shop upgrade on this unit. I think the silence there is worth it. We picked up Intrinsic, by the way, so we have Intrinsic Frenzied Swarm, and I'm going to be looking for Holdover to top it off. Rage Serum. Imagine Rage Serum giving 3 armor. God, that would be bad. God, that card is so bad. It's interesting, though, because even though Rage Serum is really bad, it gets clicked on in this run because it also represents 6 armor to all these units, and it's 0 energy, right? $867 fell. That's rough, buddy. That's rough. It's like, sometimes I look at this and I go, man, is this good enough? Like, with Apex Imp in particular, I'll look at it and I'll go, man, is this good enough? I don't know. But it is. He only gains 15 armor per turn, so eventually it stops being good enough. And that's where we pick up some defensive idea. It may even just be removing enough that I play 6 spells in a turn. But the optimal defensive idea is Holdover here. Or I could also see Quick now from Firestone Housing, and I could put Quick on one of them. Alloy of the Ancients, yeah. Again, like, look to my point, right? When you have it from the perspective of armor equals rage, armor 25 gives 50 attack. When you have it from the perspective of Dark Deal, this card gives 2 armor, right? If you were to do rage gives armor, you get 14 attack and you get 5 damage, but then you gain 7 armor, so you get 2 armor. It makes way more sense in terms of game design or game balance in my mind. This is a draw. And do you want to just show me Holdover here? Nice and easy? Yeah. Cool. Runs over. You can pack it up. Like, it's before it was probably 99%. There's a small chance that I just don't have the survival, but it's 100%. Runs over. Pack it in. Shut it all down. I have to take this, but what do I want to purge? Nothing really. I'll purge, like, what's the worst card here? It's probably Crypt Builder. Although not anymore because it's free now. It's Hidden Passage? No, it's not this. It's not this. I guess it's Frozen Lance. I guess it's Frozen Lance. And sure. Veritas is sure. We can save our money and then spend it in the next shop. Probably on removals to remove as many of the imps as we can get out. And Spell Shield 2 doesn't matter. Like, enemies don't do damage anymore. Actually, I want to test a hypothesis here. So bear with me if I... Ooh. Bear with me if I lose this one and have to replay. But I have a hypothesis now. I believe from this position I can play... And I broke the hypothesis already. But from this position, I can play only Frenzied Swarm and win the run. Let's see if that's true. Actually, I might take a lot here. Do I take a lot here? Yeah, okay. Hypothesis immediately broken. The enemies do a lot of damage. This is 115. So if I put Fortify here, I kill. Yeah, okay. So I can't quite only play Frenzied Swarm because we got an infused heavy on turn 1. But pretty close. Pretty close. My hypothesis is foiled, however, by Monster Train. I'm gonna get a, like, 55-minute episode in here with a loss. That's crazy. The hard part now is filtering the cards, right? I have to make sure that I don't miss my Frenzied Swarm on accident. Which I don't think I can do a random discard effect. So. And also, that was a 290 on turn 1 that I was able to put away. Why did he take 47? He took 49. Why did it show him taking 47? I don't know. Maybe he... Oh, he was dazed. It wasn't 49. It was 47. He was dazed. The 49 ticked down. I get it. It looked weird because we attacked and then he attacked. And I was thinking about it like we were quick there. But no, that was a daze. I got it. Double stack, -1, +10. Railhammer anywhere? No Railhammer. Too bad. Yeah, all I'm gonna buy here. I need to remember to take a +10 pack shards. Cool, Purge Stone, sure. Frozen Lands be gone. All I'm going to buy here is removal. Even then, I don't even need to do this really. But fuck you, Queen Zimpling, you're dead to me. Queen Zimpling and Frozen Lance as a side-by-side is really interesting, isn't it? I think that in almost every case I would rather have Frozen Lance, but I think it's a contextual thing, really. Because in theory, Queen Zimpling is cool because it's a chump blocker, right? It has 10 damage and it has a chump block attached to it. You get the 1/1 body, sometimes that's good, you can catch some collectors or things of that nature with it. But in reality, it kind of just sucks. Right? Like, it kind of just sucks. It triggers imp effects, but how many imp effects are there that you want to trigger? My experience is not that many. Like, the imp has to stay on the field for something like important work to be good. This right here, by the way, is what I would have been worried about in the run if I didn't find the Frenzied Swarm. Because you start to get picked off by Shade Wings. And we would have done something about it. I would have had some other line lined up, probably Extreme Stone if I didn't find Holdover Frenzied Swarm. We would just have a bunch of options that pick backliners off here. Ready to go. But I didn't need to. We were okay. I found the Frenzied Swarm. Like, I could have clicked on any number of things. We saw Inferno, we could have looked for things for Alloy of the Ancients. The point is, this run could be stronger and have answers to everything else, but I don't need them. And yeah, like, I don't need them here. That's the real thing. In this position, I could have other things ready to go, but I passed on them all because I don't need it, because I have Apex and I have Frenzied Swarm. And those things handle everything for me. 199 Rage. I'm just gonna Frenzied Swarm the rest of this fight. I was saying something before this, but I forgot it. What was it? What was I saying? Before the idea about Frenzied Swarm, and this is what I was worried about. What was I saying? No, it probably wasn't that important. I think it was about Sarah. I can remember what it wasn't about. I don't know what it was, though. I took this Pyrestone housing and I never bought a single unit upgrade. It's pretty good. Oh, Queen Zimpling versus Frozen Lance is what I was talking about. But yeah, like, generally speaking, the imp synergies in Hellhorn aren't that good. There aren't many, to be honest with you. I think that's what it really struggles with. And why, like, Frozen Lance synergizes out of the box with every incant unit. And yeah, imps, you have to find a specific imp relic for Exile Hellhorn secondary to have any synergy at all. Yeah, they synergize well with the Queen, of course, except for Imp Parade and Rally, actually. Yeah, that's the real problem, isn't it? You synergize... Did you see that? It delayed the Ember Drain while I was scrolling. Huh. Never noticed that before. I'm gonna go ahead and silence this. But there are synergies. Queen Zimpling was probably better before the DLC, is what I want to say. Because Rally Queen used to be not so terrible. Rally Queen's a joke now. Like, Rally Queen is really, really bad. But pre-DLC, she wasn't that bad because you only needed 2 hits. So you could play her with 1 multi-strike from a 1-horn stone, right? Nowadays, you can't do that. I'm gonna do, like... So it doesn't really matter. That'll be fine. And so Queen Zipling also feels bad because the only queen that it synergizes with is Imperialist. Because Imparade doesn't want those Queen Zimplings. Imparade actually hates Queen Zimpling. And Rally is just bad, like it's a bottom 3 champion path. I kind of want to sit down and rank all the champion paths. I know I've done tier list videos with Cranberry and Dusk, but like I want to sit down and I want to rate like all of the champion paths. What are there? There's 12 champions, so there's 36 champion paths to rank. I think that would be pretty fun because I always talk about like, oh yeah, this champion path is like bottom 3, but what does that mean? Like, what's top 3? Little Fade, Little Fade, Little Fade. Anyway. Yeah. Did I make it under 55? I didn't make it under 55. Sad. This run took about 26 minutes though, right? Yeah, 27 minutes. This is one of the fastest runs on record for me. 27. This is gonna be a 28-minute run total, and this could have been fastest run. Usually the runs are slowed down overall because I sit on the start screen and talk to you for a little bit, but this run didn't have to do that for that long. Anyway, Apex Imp. It's a living. Right after skipping Apex Imp in the first, this is the game saying "fuck you, buddy." This is what it really feels like. Right after skipping Apex Imp in the first run, I'm immediately shown. I say, okay, this is the run where I try to win, and right after I say that, they go, here's Apex Imp multi-strike Steelworker. Ugh. It's fine, Monster Train. It's fine. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.